a nice little gavel. I was going to sit your butts down.
Everybody's got the cabin fever and want to talk. Madison County Commission meeting come to order Monday, February 2nd, 2026, 9:30 a.m. Madison County Health Department Commissioner Jeff Wall.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning. We've got Mr. Thomas Voorhees that is here is going to deliver our invocation and pledge. If everybody would stand with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
He has shown you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. I was thinking about if we're going to have a short meeting, that I should take the rest of the time with the sermon this morning.
Don't do it.
The Lord just reminded me that all of us who have served the public, that we have no authority unless it's given to us from above. And that means you act accordingly. And that we have a responsibility that comes with that authority to do what we just read. Amen? Amen. Father God, we thank you this morning. Thank you that all of us arrived here safe. And thank you, Lord, for these men and women who have committed their life, a period of their life to public service. And Lord, I know it's a thankless job a lot of times, but I pray that you give them a feeling in their inner being that they're not just doing public service, but that they are serving you, and that you are the one who have given them this place of service, O Lord. And most of all, Lord, help us all to remember that we are here ultimately to be servant leaders and not just leaders, Father. So Lord, I pray for this meeting today, that your will be done. But we think humbly on the things that you've given us, and we act in mercy and with justice, Father. We ask that your will be done. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Abernathy. Here. Aday. Here. Alexander. Here. Arnold.
Yeah.
Black.
Present.
Fine. Brown. Bryant Simpson.
Yes, here.
Bryant Mike.
Here.
Deaton.
Here.
Ellison.
Here.
Godwin.
Here.
Hall. Hicks.
Here.
Jones.
Present.
Kirkland.
Here.
Martin. Mercer. Montague.
Here.
Niehoff. Taylor.
Here.
Tippett.
Here.
Wall.
Here.
Watson.
Here.
18 present, Mr. Chairman.
18 present. Public comments. Commissioner Aday.
Yeah. At this time, I'm going to ask Superintendent Walls if he would kind of speak on the roads.
Sure.
Step up front.
Chairman Taylor, Commissioners, and citizens of Madison County. First, I want to acknowledge the frustration and fear and hardship that many of our citizens have experienced during the snow and the ice storm over the last few days. The road conditions have been treacherous. Travel has been difficult, and for some, the impacts have been really disruptive. The Madison County Highway Department understands those concerns, and the safety of our citizens has remained our top priority throughout this event. This storm has been a federally declared natural disaster, and by every account, the most severe ice event experienced in West Tennessee in decades. During my tenure with the county, I've not seen conditions this extreme, and conversations this week with other county highway departments throughout West Tennessee confirm that many consider this the worst winter weather event in years. The Madison County Highway Department's winter weather capabilities consist of spreading rock salt on snow and ice, plowing snow, with truck-mounted snowplows and mechanically removing ice using a motor grader, a wheeled loader, backhoes, and skid steers. These are the standard tools available to county highway departments across West Tennessee. While effective under typical winter conditions, these methods have limitations when the roadways are covered by prolonged and significant ice accumulation. Madison County Highway Department does not pre-treat roads with brine or salt solution. To my knowledge, no county highway department in West Tennessee has that capability, and pre-treatment is generally limited to TDOT and a small number of Tennessee's largest cities. As a result, our response necessarily focuses on post-storm treatment and mechanical removal as conditions allow. If a pre-treatment strategy is a direction that this body wants to pursue, a small scale brine production and storage facility with appropriate application equipment would require an investment of approximately $500,000. Going into this event, our operational plan was to plow and apply salt to approximately 120 miles of the most heavily traveled county roads. Despite the extreme conditions, we have exceeded that goal. To date, our crews have treated, plowed, or graded over 170 miles of county roads, and that work is ongoing as conditions allow. Some of those roads have been addressed multiple times due to the extremely low overnight temperatures causing refreeze. It should be noted that rock salt becomes ineffective at temperatures below 20 degrees, allowing previously melted ice to refreeze. The Highway Department deployed 9 major pieces of equipment of snow and ice removal, for snow and ice removal, along with additional support vehicles to trail our equipment and protect both the operators and the traveling public. During the hazardous conditions, I'm not aware of a single piece of Highway Department equipment that ran off the road or became stuck in these conditions. During this response, the Highway Department has spread approximately 100 tons of rock salt. TDOT supplied approximately 50 tons of bulk salt to us, and we are expecting delivery of another 44 tons this week from our supplier in Texas. Madison County Highway Department's current facilities only hold about 50 to 60 tons of rock salt under roof. The quantity of rock salt has proved to be sufficient during winter weather events in the past, but this year we've more than doubled the amount of rock salt that we've used. If a larger quantity of bulk salt is desired to be kept on hand, a dedicated salt storage shed should be considered. Throughout this event, communication and coordination with Madison County Emergency Management Agency Director Jason Moore has been excellent. Director Moore has been a tremendous support, ensuring strong coordination between departments and agencies and providing timely information. This level of cooperation has been critical during an event of this magnitude, and I want to publicly recognize him for his leadership and professionalism. Beyond our road system, the Highway Department was asked to assist with critical infrastructure. At the request of West Tennessee Healthcare CEO Tina Prescott, we assisted with clearing roads around the hospital to help ensure access for patients and emergency services. At the request of Jackson Regional Airport Director Kyle Barron, our crews cleared a runway, taxiways, and jet parking areas, allowing the airport to reopen and enabling stranded travelers to return home. These actions were taken as a result of activating relative sections of the Madison County Emergency Operations Plan. We did experience a temporary setback when water infiltrated our underground fuel storage tank, stalling 2 snowplows and a pickup truck after refueling. We immediately contacted a service technician and removed nearly 500 gallons of water from our underground storage tank. We got that water removed on the same day that we discovered it, and we restored both snowplows to service as soon as possible. I also want to recognize the dedication of my employees. They traveled on these same dangerous roads as everyone else to report to work. Some of my employees worked while dealing with extended power outages at their own homes. Despite those personal challenges, they showed up. They stayed on the roads and worked long hours to improve conditions for the people of Madison County. We understand that when roads are icy and impassable, emotions do run high. That frustration is real and it's understandable. I ask that the public also understand the realities of ice removal and the limitations of equipment during extreme weather and the extraordinary effort being made under these unprecedented conditions. The Madison County Highway Department remains committed to the safety of our citizens, and we will continue working as conditions allow, using every resource available to us until our road system is fully recovered. Thank you for the opportunity to speak, and I can answer any questions if it's appropriate.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
You mentioned 9 pieces of equipment. Of those 9 pieces of equipment, is that 9 snow plows, or there's other equipment? If so, is that what's the last time we got a slow purchase? And is that basically the average for the size of the county as far as having 9 or 10?
Thank you, Commissioner. That's a good question. So when I came to work for Madison County Highway Department in 2008, Madison County had 1 piece of winter weather equipment, and that was a salt hopper that mounted in the bed of a pickup truck, and it was stored under a bunch of junk in a shed and was not used to my knowledge. Since that time, the Highway Department has purchased 4 new snowplows that are pickup truck mounted, and also 4 salt spreading hoppers that are pickup truck mounted as well. And then as part of our response to this event, we utilized our motor grader, our wheeled loader, 2 backhoes, and 2 skid steers to help us remove snow, mainly ice. We wouldn't have used all those pieces of equipment had it just been snow. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you. I hope the citizens understand that this type of storm is something.
We owe a debt of gratitude to all of our employees, first responders, county people, city and county, because this has truly been unprecedented, these cold temperatures that we've had. You know, a lot of times we'll get snow and it's gone in a couple of days, but this has been something that we don't normally deal with. Thank you, Bart.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I know we had quite a bit of damage to infrastructure in the county during the storm and everything, and I was wanting to, if the mayor wouldn't mind sharing the ones he knows about up to this point.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I've worked a month this past week. It's been quite an ordeal. I do want to take the opportunity, before I get to our list of our buildings that have sustained some damage. Y'all have heard me say continuously, I will defend and put up with anything for these county departments. I will defend them to the end if they are in the right. And Commissioner Walls, Superintendent Walls, and I have talked daily, multiple times a day. We've gotten frustrated with each other, and no fault of either one of our own. We're just we're trying to do the best we can. And I can tell you from my own experience, once again from moment one, Superintendent Walls has been on point. He's been reactive. He's been proactive. He's been communicative, and I appreciate him and his partnership. Once again, half of my job is just to run interference for you men and women, you 25, and these department heads. But this week has been primarily running interference for our highway department because we do know this is unprecedented. I counted, and I stopped counting at 100 emails, texts, messages that I got about individual issues, frustrations. I got a lot of thank yous as well, but I got a whole lot of complaints. But I do think this is absolutely unprecedented. And I just want to thank Bart and his team and his efforts for everything he's done. I want to thank publicly Jason Moore, Madison County EMA, who has been not only in Madison County continuously during this event, but all across the West Tennessee region being responsive. You may have seen we had to send our Madison County Health Department morgue truck to a surrounding county. And that was something that was underneath the roof that I'll tell you about in a minute, that we were able to recover and get out to those counties. I want to applaud and thank Chief Eric Turner as well, who Madison County Fire is always the one that gets called in West Tennessee, and they have been all across the West Tennessee region being responsive to those surrounding counties as well as in our county. Sheriff Weiser and his team have gone above and beyond, have shown up, have braved those same difficult roads, but they're out there protecting and serving. This is the serving area, most likely, of our county, so I want to thank them. I want to thank our health department staff, our reaction that we had out of our health department staff that have been here and have been trying to do their best. So I do want to report to you that we had meetings as early as this week to begin to break down what happened during this event, how we can better respond to it. And I can tell you proudly, we already have lots of ideas on the table. Superintendent Walls and I have talked about several ideas, as well as some other county officials, on how we can do better. You may have seen on social media or other media outlets, I admit that we didn't knock it out of the park. There's some things that we could have done differently. But once again, I do applaud, and that's not on the Superintendent Walls. That's an us thing, not a him thing. And so I want to say that. I do want to say publicly, I had a conversation, several conversations, but one conversation this week with Tennessee Department of Transportation. I was told that they removed efforts on any state highway in the county except for I-40. That's a failure, in my opinion. I understand why. I understand why they wanted to do that. They wanted to keep I-40 open. I was explained many, many times about how important it is to have that corridor open. And while I appreciate that, and I stand by that, it was embarrassing for your county mayor to get phone calls about going into Chester County and there being a demarcation line of no ice and ice. Going into Gibson County and in Carroll County and Henderson counties where there was a line where ice stopped and it was clear roads in that other county. That was embarrassing. Now, I know that's not your responsibility. It's not Superintendent Wall's responsibility. It's not my responsibility. But that's not the way the public sees it. The public sees a lack of response from the county. And so TDOT, I believe, needs to rethink that process and needs to get back to looking at our county as a whole and not just I-40. Because once again, it was completely unacceptable for people to cross over into another county and it be clear as day and not be able to navigate our Madison County roadways. And so I want to apologize for that. I'm working on that. TDOT will be at the table, hopefully, to help respond to that in the future. Of course, our first building that went down that we found out about was our EMA building behind the EMA main operations center over by the airport. The main building collapsed and the pavilion collapsed. Several pieces of equipment were damaged, not too bad, but we did have some that were a total loss. Like I said, some of those were health department and Jackson-Madison County General Hospital, West Tennessee Healthcare vehicles that we store for them. Most of them were able to be recovered. Unfortunately, underneath that weight of that snow and those roofs collapsing was our skid steer and some other heavy equipment that we use to clear our own driveways and parking lots. So we've had to contract that out. I also want to applaud our maintenance department, Hunter Brown and his team. I got a text first thing this morning that and last night, that he was out cleaning parking lots for our county. So they have been extremely, extremely hardworking through this event. Our horse pavilion at Fred Young Park went down as well. So I don't know what the future holds there, but we'll have to assess that and find out what insurance looks like with that. And then I just found out this morning, about an hour ago, the covered walkway at the Ag building over on Parkway has collapsed. So that's going to be difficult and dangerous to manage. As you guys know where the early voting is, all of those walkways are covered. And so I'm a little worried about the other ones coming down too. So we're going to suspend operations based on those departments over there, move them around, maybe get Reggie and our veteran services that desperately need to be back in action now, back to work. And so once again, I just want to thank you. I didn't hear a lot from y'all, honestly. And so I don't know if that's good or bad. But I talked to our other county departments continuously throughout this event, and we were responsive, and I appreciate you. And I want to say once again, as unprecedented as this was, we have a great team that literally got boots on the ground and got to work. And so I appreciate that. That's all I know as far as buildings, unless there's something I've missed the department head may can alert me to. Yes, sir.
Let me ask the mayor, explain to us the process with TDOT and I-40. I understand that's a priority, but we also, getting to the hospital has got to be a major priority.
Sure.
And North Highland's got to be a major priority.
Sure.
You know, in the past, they've always cleared those.
Yeah.
What's the difference now than then?
Well, I appreciate that. What I was told is that their main priority and only priority in Madison County was I-40. Now, I will say Superintendent Walls referenced this. Tina Prescott from the hospital reached out, was that Wednesday morning?
It was Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, it's early on, reached out to me and said, is there anything we can do? I called Superintendent Walls, we got with the city, and we got on that road within an hour. We were out there working on that road, so we were responsive. About a day or two later, TDOT finally kind of got done with I-40 as far as what they could do. They came into the city of Jackson and started clearing those roads.
So what do we need to do in the future?
Well, in the future, we have to have some conversation with TDOT because they shifted their MO. They shifted what they typically do. And I've had some criticism that I should have known that. Well, the last 20 years, they've done the same thing. They've affected our state highways. They've served those routes that we've asked them to, and they've impacted I-40. Apparently, this time I was told they abandoned everything except for I-40. And that to me is just not acceptable. So we have to have a better plan going forward and get them on the table going forward at the beginning of the event and not 6 days later when they can finally get to it. Yes, sir.
Why wouldn't the city clean North Island and to the hospital skyline since it's so important?
You'll have to ask Mayor Conger that. I really don't know.
State
Well, I
route.
know it's a state road, but
But they
it's
have
still
to-
common sense.
Well, I will say this, there is an agreement, there is an agreement with the city of Jackson and the state that the city of Jackson is able to maintain state roads at a certain level. They can repair potholes, they can do maintenance on state routes inside the city limits. So, city of Jackson could have done something, I'm not faulting them for not, they had plenty to worry about otherwise. But once again, typically,
Well, go ahead,
Tennessee
Paul.
Department of Transportation is supposed to be on those roads. Yes, sir.
Mayor, are you suggesting that TDOT worked to clear roads in surrounding counties, but did not clear roads in Madison County? Did that
That's
occur?
exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
TDOT has districts. They did not focus on anything in our district except for I-40. That's what I was told straight from TDOT, and I can give you all that information. But they did, however, those counties that did not have I-40 running through them, those districts in that response was focused on all their state routes in those counties.
I understand that they evacuated Fire Station 17 the other night due to fears of the roof on that one. Was there any follow-up on that?
I don't know where we stand on that. I know, now we do have insurance response on all these, that the insurance has been out there, so I don't know where we stand on that, but you're right, that was one I apologize, I did miss. We hadn't had any damage yet, but there was some fear. That stuff is just so heavy, it's water, and it's sitting up there, and it's just so heavy, so we did evacuate 17, and then, yeah, we've had some other concern with that main fire story.
What about the courthouse? County courthouse? Did it flood?
Yes, the courthouse did flood, nothing to do with the event, actually. The Chancery Court break room, the hot water valve failed and flooded the second floor of our Madison County Courthouse. Billy, I'm sorry, but it came down in your office once again. So we may have to do some more painting and some more repair in your office. But it had nothing to do with this. We were very fortunate. We had a sheriff's deputy who typically works at the courthouse who had to go to the restroom on his way home, popped into the courthouse to do that, and saw the water coming down the stairs. And so was able to respond. Hunter and his team got out there and got it stopped. And ServPro has been on that. I've been out there every day this week. There's been fans blowing, and that wasn't tremendous damage, but it was something. Nothing storm related, just really bad timing. Yes, sir.
Mayor, I can't address what the state didn't do, but Superintendent Wall knows. When there's snow and then there's ice, whatever equipment we got, it's not going to remove that ice. And the salt, the temperature was below what salt would have an effect on. And I understand people's frustrations, but there has to be an understanding of science in that you do the best you can do, because with the equipment, I know what the city had, they had to change their blades. And in consequence, they contracted out, they got metal blades, and that's when you can move the ice. There's certain equipment that will move ice. But initially, nobody had equipment that would move. Superintendent Walls, am I correct?
Well, you are a commissioner, and as an engineer, you're speaking my love language right now.
Yeah, so whatever, when you look at it now, once they got on it, it's clear, but I can tell you in the early development of the storm, you weren't gonna be able to clear no roads to the degree that people wanted them cleared. So I just wanna make that clear.
No, I don't disagree with you. I will say, everyone becomes a scientist when these things in. You know this, but everyone is an expert in the snow room as soon as these things in. So, no, we appreciate that.
I got one more question. the county and city not get together when the state fails us to keep the road open to the hospital?
Yeah, I think that's something we'll have a conversation about. Once again, maybe I should have confirmed what TDOT's plan was before this event. I assumed, and we all know what assuming does. Once again, I assumed on 20 or 30 years of consistency. I had no reason to believe that they would shift as they did. They did, and I'm not, TDOT has been wonderful in their reaction since, but I don't think that was a wise decision.
I would like to add also that the interstate didn't pour as fast as it could have, because I noticed it was more snow on it longer than normal. So I wanted to add that.
I just was going to acknowledge, most of the general public does not know who their county commissioners are. So when there's frustrations and pushback and complaints, they go to you. So I just want to thank you for fielding a lot of those for the county and appreciate your transparency.
Thank you for that.
I just wanted to add that this time last year, we had a winter weather event. I think we got about 3 to 4 inches of snow, and everything was cleared within a day or two. It was a completely different event than what we've experienced over the past week. And we never know exactly what we're going to get until we've got it. So, it's easy to armchair quarterback at this point, hindsight, 2020, but the thing is that we just have to deal with the cards that we're dealt, and sometimes it's more difficult than others. And this was one of those times, and unfortunately, a lot of people don't keep that in mind, but that's just how it plays out.
And I will say, once again, I don't mean to throw Tennessee Department of Transportation under any bus, but I do think, based on what I've had plenty of time to look back at these last several days, that's what hurt our county the most, was the visual, that we weren't doing anything and these other counties were doing something better or different than we were. And that just wasn't the case. If you go into downtown Trenton or Humboldt, those roads look identical to ours. But those state routes were just much more clear than ours, because they just hit it with a different level of chemicals and service. And so, once again, the perception was that Madison County was not being proactive or reactive on this event. That's not the case.
I noticed Highway 70, in the past, they always come out that way, but TDOT didn't show up until Friday. But when they did, they had 4 or 5 trucks cleaning Highway 70, but I just don't understand them waiting 6 days to get out there.
They were on I-40 apparently. But I will say this, I drove 70 Saturday and it was clear as bell.
Yeah.
So I think, and if you look at some of our other state routes since they got there, they are clear. And so to me, that's proof that had they gotten earlier, they may have actually had some impact.
All right, let's move on.
All right, thank you.
Commissioner Wall.
Mr. Chairman, just real quick, and it's a department that has not been mentioned yet, but the Sheriff's Department has been in full force for the last week during all of this. They have done a fantastic job. I have been there with them the entire time. The Sheriff has. Sheriff is not here today because he is in Weakley County, sister department up there, who has lost a deputy over the weekend. So he is up there comforting them. But one person that I want to recognize since he is here today is Captain Cleve Davis, who is over our patrol division at the Madison County Sheriff's Department. He has kept the department going and that division going. We have had 0 missed calls. We have, all the incidents have been taken care of. All of our SROs have been in all the schools even this week to take care of safety and security and everything. So I just think we owe a thank you to the Sheriff's Department as well for all they've been able to do during this time.
Absolutely. Thank you, Commissioner Wall. I think there's things we can learn from this, but, we don't need to overreact at the same time to something that may not happen again for 15 more years.
Especially if you understand global warming.
Yeah, exactly. Next, I'd like to recognize Jill Johnson. Jill, would you like to come up? She has a statement from her dad.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Jill Johnson, as you remember last time, Arthur Johnson's daughter. It's good to see you again today. First, Dad wants to thank you for all the incredibly kind ways that you honored him at last meeting. He especially enjoyed the videos, the individual videos that you guys sent to him, as well as the letters that you wrote and mailed. So we just want to thank you sincerely for those kind things. In relation to why I'm also here today, neither my brother nor I took a personal interest in following Dad's political footsteps. Likely to his disappointment, but he never once voiced that. However, our cousin, Mike Bailey, Dad's nephew, has always had an interest in following Dad's steps. Dad and Mike spent lots of family meals reviewing county commission meeting topics. They share several traits, including even-temperedness, dependability, and respectfulness. It's Dad's wish, and also our family's honor, to fully support Mike being appointed to complete his term. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Johnson.
Thanks.
Number 4, appointment to fill vacancy of County Commissioner District 6, Position 2. We have 3 resumes sent in, and we'll be glad to hear from any of those people before we have nominations. I think I saw Mr. Bailey here. Mr. Bailey, would you like to come up and speak? We'll give you 3 minutes. You don't have to take it all up if you don't want to.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Mike Bailey. You have my bio, so I'm not going to read it. I am interested in being appointed to fulfill this open commissioner spot for a couple of reasons. I grew up in Madison County and have experience working with our local people. I care about helping my community and county, and I feel like I can contribute in a positive way. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here, and I ask for your consideration to fulfill this open spot due to my uncle's resignation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bailey. We had a resume from Shantavian Beasley. Would you like to come up, sir?
Yes, sir.
Good morning to each of you. Madison County has been my home now for the past 16 years. I came to Madison County in 2009, first working at Jackson-Madison High School as a teacher when they were getting ready to shut down the school. And I've been here ever since as a public servant in Madison County. I served Madison County schools for almost 16 years. Not only that, also served as a part-time chaplain here at West Tennessee Healthcare at Madison County. So one of my great interests is to serve the community in many ways. I also pastor outside of the county. I am from Hardeman County, don't hold that against me now. And so I've worked with a plethora of things around here in Madison County. And so with healthcare, with education, all those things are my interest in serving the community and serving the public, and to finish out this term and hopefully continue in being commissioner on this Madison County Commission. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Riley Reagan was the 3rd resume we received. Come on up, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Riley Reagan, and first off I want to say thank you to each of you for all of your work you've done over all of your terms and throughout this past week. I currently live in District 6 and in South Jackson. My family and I, we started a business back in 2018, Reagan Realty Group, that is now one of the top brokerages in South Jackson and Madison County. 2 years ago, I started volunteer property management, where we now manage over 200 properties. Excuse me. Where I deal daily with landlords, tenants, maintenance issues, all of that. Over the past couple months, I closely followed your meetings and reviewed minutes from recurring budget amendments and public safety funding to highway departments, roads, to school capital projects, solid waste operations, and much more. One of the main reasons that I'm asking for your vote today is me and my fiance we moved a year ago back to South Jackson, where my entire family lived. I want to raise a family there and stay there for as many years as I can. With that being said, I understand that with dealing with tenants, landlords, landowners, I understand the first world issues that they're having in our county and in our district, because I talk to them daily. I would appreciate your vote, and that's all I've got.
Thank you. I would like to thank all three of these candidates. We're truly blessed to have candidates of this magnitude that want to serve the county, and we're grateful to all three of you. Now at this time, I'll accept nominations. Commissioner Arnold.
Mr. Chairman, people in District 6, South-Madison County, we nominate Mike Bailey to be County Commissioner. That's to represent District 6. This is the seat that was formerly Arthur Johnson, longtime commissioner. And like Mike said, the bio's in everybody's hands, so we nominate
Thank you.
Mike.
I second.
Have a second. Are there any more nominations? Nominations cease. All those in favor of nominating Mike Bailey, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Passes. Congratulations, Mr. Bailey. Come on up, Mr. Bailey.
Just raise your right hand. I'm not going to make a repeat after me when I say I do. I'm Mike Bailey, newly appointed County Commissioner, Madison County, Tennessee. Do hereby solemnly swear I will perform with fidelity the duties of the office to which I have been appointed, which I am about to assume. Do solemnly swear to support the Constitution of the State of Tennessee, the United States of America, and to faithfully perform the duties of the office of County Commissioner for Madison County, Tennessee.
I do.
Congratulations. I need your signature. Thank you, please.
Thank you all, and I appreciate this honor, and look forward to working with you. Take all the seats right there.
Congratulations. Number 5, appointment to fill vacant seat on the County Commission budget, CLB, to fulfill unexpired one-year term.
I nominate Ron Kirkland.
Second.
I have a first and second. Any other nominations? All those in favor of Ron Kirkland being nominated to the Budget Committee, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Congratulations, Dr. Kirkland. Any and all matters related to or connected with set forth in items 1 through 5. Anything else? We are adjourned. By unanimous consent.
Get out of here and slide over these roads now.